Welcome, race fans, to another exciting Wednesday night race here at Chicagoland Speedway. We'll be coming live with action just shortly. Little delayed start to the program tonight, but we are glad to have you here. So sit back and relax as we get ready to go live with 115 laps here at Chicagoland Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are proud to welcome to Wednesday night race in action here with the All right, ladies and gentlemen, we get taking a look at the playoffs picture. This is the last race of the season, regular season, and you can see who is dialed in for the playoff run. That's Nathan Maurer, Joey Stiers, and David Owens. Down there in spot number 32, that's Doug Neal, but he's not qualified for playoffs because he has not raced 70% of the laps. So keep that in mind. But the top 12 make the playoffs. And if you take a look on who to keep an eye on, that's going to be Anthony Moss Jr., Ty Killa, Justin B. White, Mitch Diamond, Alex McWhorter, Terry Murphy, Dave Kirkpatrick, Sam Milliken, Thomas Fox, Eric Thornton, Scotty Estep, Gary Wright, Pim Luth in 16th, and Jeff S. Carter, David Carter. Just some of the names to take a look at on around that bubble on the 12 line down to see who's going to make that top 12. So you can see right there how tight it is around that top 12. Looks like 12 points, 10 points, 22 points, right around that area. So keep an eye on those names as we go on through tonight. I'll try to keep you updated, but it's gonna be a little tough as the race goes on here. But it looks like qualifying's will be in and wrapping up here quite shortly. And as we go to that, let's see what else we have here. All right, and they are going to be gridding up here, and it looks like Joey Stiers might have got P1 there. Let's take a look at the grid. All right, so Joey Stiers and P1, P2, Buddy Sally returned back. You know, he's missed a couple races, but he's back. Excuse me. Doug Neal, like I said, he has that win from the other day, but it's not qualified for playoffs, but he's just showing what he's got out here with the boys, doing a great job. Nate Maurer, P4. Eric Thornton, P5, had a bad wreck in that last race at Darlington. Chris Smorrell, back from vacation. Glad to see him back. 7, Scotty Estep. 8, Matt Oppingler. P9, Justin White. P10, Anthony Moss Jr. 11th, Robert Richards. Great showing from him last week also. And P12 is Mitch Diamond. Looks like we got about 27 racers tonight. Great field. Good to see everyone out here. All right, and I think my button for the rest of the grid is messed up, but we'll get you back to racing here once we get going here. Oh, here we go. Here's the button. And then we have Jared Kelly, Jeff Carter, Chris Smith, David Buell, Alex McWhorter, Tommy Fox, Dave Kirkpatrick, Sam Milliken, Ty Killa, Terry Murphy, Jake I always mess up his name. David Carter. Sorry, Jake. You can teach me how to say it later. My bad. Let's see. And then we got Pim Luth starting in the back. Jax Duvall, 25th. David Owens, 27th. Looks like David Owens just made it by the skin of his teeth. Great to see him making it. All right, and the field gets started here. Looks like they're gonna be going green next time around is how it's gonna work, folks. Welcome y'all to the race. Glad to have everybody here as we get live racing here in Chicagoland for the final race of the regular season here for the QRL Racing Series. Very excited to be here with you, ladies and gentlemen, on this Wednesday night. Excited for this type of race on the QRL Racing Series, presented to you by the OK Racing Network. I am your host, Kevin Kyle. Very happy to be here with you tonight as we get ready to go green flag racing here at Chicagoland Speedway. Looks like we have 18-degree banking turns in turn 1, 2, 3, and 4 here around, and backstretch here at Chicagoland is not a perfectly straight backstretch. It has a little bit of a curve to it, as you could say, so something to keep an eye on this track. It is a 1.5 mile track. They will be doing about 115 laps here today. They're going to have one set of tires on the car, obviously, and then another 4 in the bank, so something to also keep an eye on as these drivers get going. Keep an eye on the high line. A lot of these drivers will be using that high line after the tires wear off, but we're about ready to go green flag racing here at Chicagoland. And away they go here at Chicagoland. Getting a little wild back there in that high line. Keep an eye on that, but we are green flag racing finally. Ladies and gentlemen, after the rain delay, we are back to green flag racing here. All aboard here as Joey Sires takes the inside line, trying to cement that P1, but Buddy Sally's not going to have any of that. Buddy Sally hasn't been racing too often in this series, in and out, but when he does show up, he is a car to keep your eyes on. Got cars coming down on the apron. That's totally okay on the front stretch. You're going to be seeing cars do that, trying to get the most advantage they can out of it. But right now there's a fight for P1 and P2 as we keep an eye on the leaders. It looks like Joey Stire's going to file back in line behind Buddy Sally. As we look further back in the field, you can see it's still 2x2 all the way back through the field as cars are starting to get situated. And there is the time tower. Sorry about that. Just realized I was so excited by the action. Look at that pack of cars right here. 3 wide. Unbelievable. David Buell going down low. 6 in the middle of the 2 cars. 82 Matt Opegler and 9 Anthony Moss Jr. Oh my. Great racing here. Wow. 2x2, 3 rows back. Going 2-3 wide. This is unbelievable action we're watching right now. That's Andy Moss Jr. in the number 9, 82 Matt Opegler. Number 6 is going to be Jeff S. Carter. 15, that's Alex McWhorter. And 55, Jared Kelly. Also a in and out of this race series, but glad to see him out here. And number 77, that's Jake Assad in the back, following up behind that. And there you see Mitch Diamond had a great race last week at Darlington, trailing that pack. But we have 27 cars here at Chicagoland on lap 5. Oh, as the 27 is getting up in the corner of David Carter there. That's Dave Kirkpatrick on the inside, just escaping a would-be incident. All right, and there's Mitch Diamond in your background, starting to make some momentum. Going to be working on Dave right now. Mitch Diamond finished, I believe, in the top 10 last week. Had a great showing. Did get involved with a couple incidents. One was with Joey Stires. which is running P2. They have, and the leaders right now have over a second and a half gap over the rest of the field. And Maurer's going to be P3 leading the rest of the field to the leaders. Going to jump on board here with Mitch Diamond, take a look at what he sees coming in turn 3 and 4. All he sees is a wall of cars right now. He's trying to figure out how to get around this grouping. Looks like he's just taking his time being patient, but see how long his patience can hold out here. As we take a look further up the field, there's Nate Maurer in the 971 with Neil right behind him in that 77 car. On your ticker, it shows 72. He has yet to change his number. Hopefully, they can give him a message. Back at the front now, that's Buddy Sally, and Stires is starting to close the gap just a little bit. On board with the number 21 of Buddy Sally. As we take a look, we're looking on the front bumper of that Chevy Camaro, Joey Stires at number 23. And then behind Joey, you can see the gap there between P3, that's Nate Maurer, way back there in the distance. Those are your leaders right now at the moment at lap 10. Another close battle right now is Chris Morrell right now battling Eric Thornton, and also with Scotty Estep in the 948 right behind. As Eric dives down on the apron, keeping it low, tight against that yellow line, bringing it back up. Needs to watch out as he comes back up on the track, not to take out the number 5 of Chris. A close battle as Chris uses that outside line with a little bit more momentum and to gain a little more speed over Eric, as Eric's trapped on that inside line. Now you can see that 948 trying to use that same high line on Eric, but Eric's, instead of diving down low on that apron, is going to stay up a little bit higher. And right behind him is the number 28 of Justin White, involved in a couple incidents last week, but did a great job with half a race car basically, and finishing, I believe, in the top 10. So great job there by Justin last weekend at Darlington, as he falls back in line behind Eric Thornton as we're lap 12 here at Chicagoland Speedway. Now Eric's going to be using that high line to see if he can make it work for himself over Justin. But Justin did just make that pass and is going to slide up in front of Eric. Going to take that aerodynamic away from Eric as he comes up in front of him. These cars need to really space out around the turns to help the downforce on the front of these cars to get them to turn better through the turns. Further back in the field, we see the 77 of Jake back in this big pack of Ty Killa, number 6 of Jeff Carter and Jared Kelly. Dave Kirkpatrick leading that group also. But yes, very nice racing right now, folks. Door-to-door action, 3 wide, 2 wide, as we keep an eye on this group. Now further back in the pack, it's going to be Sam Milliken leading this further back, and the 902 of David Carter. This is the third little group that's working our way back up towards the leader. Just keep an eye as long as this green flag run goes. Some of these cars that have been just saving their tires, look for them to make a move. But speaking of leaders, Joey Stires and Buddy Sally now over a second and a half lead over Maurer, that's in P3 at the moment. Maurer bringing up that group of Neil and Richards and Chris Morrell. Excuse me as I open up this nice clean beverage. This segment is brought to you by Ice Cold Beverage. Get yours while they last. big group back here hitting the safer barrier, getting a little concrete dust as they're about to go 4 wide. This third group is outrageous. They're just battling it out tooth and nail. On board with the number 55, Jared Kelly. Just take a look and see how close some of these cars are getting to the outer barrier as we go along for a ride. As these laps ticking off, we're already lap 18 out of 115. These guys doing a great job right now. Green flag racing this far through the race. Looks like the 82 looks like he might have had an issue earlier. That back end is damaged. Looks like he got a nose full of somebody there. And that's a Matt Oppenler in the number 82 car. Huge group though right here. Everyone's just having patience, waiting for their time to get by. But patience is going to wear thin as Jake looks down low. The Dr. Pepper car looks like he takes a nice little block there on Jake. On board with the Chris Smith in that 37 car. As he clears the 37. Does a great job clearing number 37 of Chris Smith. But Terry Murphy has said he's going to keep working on the 37. He wants that position back from him. He might just get it, but the 37 looks like he's doing a pretty good job of blocking. Still the battle rages here for P15. As Jared gets blocked a little bit on that high line, 82 goes up high. A little bit of dust. Okay, looks like we might have had a car go off the track, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to attempt to see if we get a replay of this. All right, that's the number 57 of Tommy Fox. Looks like he might have been involved in an incident here. Comes up, tags the 902, gets into the wall. No yellow flag somehow. I'm going to check back here with the live racing, but yes, no yellow flag. iRacing once again continues to shut their eyes to these wrecks. I don't know what's going on. What's it going with iRacing, but they once again turn a blind eye to these accidents on the track. These drivers have to fend for themselves, but unfortunately that's going to be Jake, and the number 77 was involved. Tommy Fox was involved. It looked like the 907 also. All right, let's see where else the action is picking up. Looks like Chris Smith still in this little group. This is probably our tightest racing right now, as Terry Murphy came and got that spot back from the 37, but left the door open for David Owens. I know David Owens is going to get by these two messing around. He's been in the back seat watching these two go at it. Probably wants to get by him now after seeing what they're up to. As number 11 dives it down low against that white line. Looks like both those cars of Jake, number 77, and Tommy, 57, are out of the pits. Going to be a few laps down, maybe one or two. back up front with our leaders. That's Joey Steyer's number 23, still out in the lead. Hasn't relinquished that yet. And Sally is now falling almost to a second back. 0.8 of a second now. Bowers going to be P3. Hanging around, doing a great job. Getting a little more distance from Neil in that 77 car. 72 on your screen. Robert Richards also doing a great job. Did a great job last week in that 924 car. Good to see the car's getting a little bit loose there around exit. And there's a great shot of that back stretch here at Chicagoland. It has a little bit of a curve to it. That's Justin White, the number 28 car, is looking at the inside of that Sheets car. That's Scotty Estep running that 048 car. Take a look and see how these different lines are going to hold up. On board, we're here with Justin White. Great onboard camera work here by our production crew out here in the truck. Want to say a huge shout out to all the men and women here today helping the broadcast get out to you and your family. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all y'all from the Cab OK family. So all here on board with Justin White as we take another look at what he's seeing out the front windshield. Scotty Estep's not letting him get loose, not letting him clear. Justin's using that inside line. Scotty hanging around the outside. It's not letting Justin exit the way he wants, not letting him get right on the throttle on exit. He's having to baby it just a little bit so he doesn't run into the 048, but that's 048's territory, and he's right to be there. As we go into turn one, let's see what Justin has up his sleeve for the 048. As these two are battling out for P6 right now. And this is what Richards wants to see in his review right here in that 924 car, is these two battling out as Justin finally gets in line. Gonna bide his time to make a move later on. Oh, you see the 924 get a little loose there. The back end key stepped out on him. As that's gonna slow him down, let Scotty gonna make a move on the outside. Any type of slippage like that in your tires is going to take effect if you keep doing it. A little bit of wear here and there as you slide those tires around that rough concrete. This track has not been repaved in a very long time. It's got very rough surface, porous surface. Any type of sliding on it, it's going to eat up the tires even faster. As Justin White now attempting to clear Scotty as this battle rages on. I'm looking here on our time ticker. Looks like Sam Milliken might be making a move here on Tykilla as we're taking a look at another battle. It looks like Jared Kelly's way up in front of these two. Made the move earlier on as David Owens is looking to make, keep working his way up from the back of the field. David Owens is up 11 spots at this moment and is our hard charger. As he now he looks to make a move on Tykilla on the inside. David Owens of that Ford Mustang NOS performance car, looking good in that red and blue. As you hear as the race goes on, the motors of these cars are starting to have to lift a little bit more through the turns as the tires are starting to wear out on them. There's a look at the number 18, Terry Murphy, as he gets into the wall a little bit. So does Tykilla. Tykilla holding onto the car, shaking left and right. He's going to be dropping like a rock after that hit into the concrete wall. But he gets a hold of the vehicle, gets it under control as he falls back in line. Terry Murphy dropping it down to the apron, going to let that 6 go by. That right front quarter fender is all a little bit wrinkled up, not too bad. But aerodynamics is going to be an important part of this race. You need to keep these cars clean. All right, looks like Nate Maurer might have made up a 1/10 of a second on Joey and Sally, but these guys are running their minds away off right now at the front of the field. As Maurer is starting to catch up to Sally, going to put a little pressure on him. As Stires is just still keeping that 9/10 of a gap still over Sally, but the lead has increased from Maurer to Neal. Neal running P4 in that 72 car, 77 car. Kind of out there in no man's land. Scotty Estep is going to be P5. And Justin White still trying to work on that car, trying to catch up to Scotty. And who we have here behind Robert Richards. Gave up a few spots. But he's up 4 spots from the beginning of the race, doing a great job. All right, as we take a look, looks like I missed the pass. Sorry, guys, but Maurer does take P2 away from Buddy Sally as we were talking. Terry Murphy, number 18 car, Toyota Supra, running against Chris Smith in that 37 Chevy Camaro. As they're looking around to get around to number 6, Jeff Carter. Live look here at the 048 of Scotty Estep, running P5. All right, further back in the field, Ty Killa, number 24 car, the white and gold, running hard against Matt Oppingler right now for P19. That's what they're working on. As we look up, oh, there's Dave Kirkpatrick. I believe he is a lap down car, though, folks. Running P24 at the moment. Looks like Buddy Sally's into the pit row at lap 39. Let's keep an eye on him. 918, that's Jax Duvall, I believe, in the 918. Giving Sally a hard time getting in his pit. I don't know if that's going to mess him up or if he misses stall. No, he's not. He's okay, but that was a close call. He's probably going to have some words there for the 948, not letting him allow into pit row, but there goes the right side tires on the 21. Pit crew goes around. Jackman gets the jack under the car, gets the left sides up. Tire carries off, splash of fuel, and away the 21's going to be going here just shortly. Maybe getting a little work done also. As that car is still sitting in pit lane. Not sure what happened to Buddy Sally right now, but he's still sitting in pit lane. This is a very long pit stop. Scotty Estep's just coming in also. And Matt Oppingler, 82, also just came in. Not sure what happened to Buddy. Is running really well. Maybe getting some work done. I'm not sure. We'll have to check in with him to see what happened. But back up front with our leader. Over a 1.5 lead right now over Maurer. Maurer with over 2.5 second lead over Neal. They're just kind of running away with it right now, but Maurer's gonna have to deal with the 902 and some of that lap traffic. More pit stops. We have Justin White in, Sam Milliken, Chris Smith, Robert Richards just coming in right now, the pit row. Lap 42 at 115 here, just getting close to the halfway point. With the way this is going, they look like they're going to have to stop again. Oh, as we might almost have contact. Thank goodness for the non-collision on pit lane. That could have been very bad. As we go back to the leader, just keep an eye. But here comes Joey Stires in pit lane. Slowing it down. Maurer right behind him, slowing it down. And also Neal. McWhorter getting real loose, coming in pit lane. It slows it down. Brakes are smoking. I'm not sure if he got it slowed down in time. Well, that was a close call. And there's the rest of the field coming in. Watch out for these cars exiting. Looks like there's no incidents. Everybody getting in cleanly in and out. Close calls there, though. We're going to have to keep an eye on 15 and Alex. Make sure you didn't get a penalty. But your leader right now, as it cycles out, looks like it'd be 048 of Scotty Estep. He has made his pit stop, lap 39. See where he cycles out. All right, Estep made some moves. He comes back out onto the track, a second, just over a second. Great job, Scotty. The Sire's able to get those new tires on. Oh, but he's battling Jake right now. A lap car, giving him a little bit of trouble. But good job there by Scotty, making him some time. Back up at the front. They came in last for pit stops and still came out first with their lead they had. That's Joey Stires and Nate Maurer doing a great job up front. Oh, sorry about that can. That's a non-alcoholic beverage. All right, let's see where else. We got some good clean racing. This is probably our closest battle right now as the cars are coming in and out and cycling out of pit lane. Oh, Chris Smith. Looks like he wants a little bit of David Owens. That's Ty Killa in the black and gold Supra on the right side of your screen, and David Owens on the left side of your screen. Battling out right now. Chris Smith is right now in P13. You can see David Owens taking that high line as these other two cars. That's going to be Ty Killa and Jared Kelly running that inside groove. Shout out to our sponsors once again for farmersonly.com onboard cameras. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. Big shout out to them for supporting us through the broadcast through all these years. All right, Dave Kirkpatrick looks like he's going to be getting 3 wide right now, coming around the turn as the looks like that's 924 almost pushing Kirkpatrick. As he dives down low on the apron, back up in front of the 924. That 924 is Robert Richards. As Robert Richards is trying to unlap himself, I believe, as he does a little tiny slide job on him right now. But Richards is only a lap down. A lot of cars fighting right now for that lucky dog. It looks like Buddy Sally's back out on the track. And there's a yellow flag. Maybe we can grab him and see what happened there on that pit stop. But Sally, a lap down, gets back on the track. That's unfortunate for him. He was having such a great race. But back up at the front, what a great job Scotty Estep's doing. Letting Maurer know that he's not alone, that I want to be up here in the podium, not to take him lightly. On board with Scotty Estep as he's driving it down low on the 971 of Nate Maurer. Looks like he's going to complete the pass. Probably going to slide up in front of Nate. Nate's going to tuck in behind Scotty, get that nice draft down the backstretch. But remember, these cars coming around the turns, they're going to want to get a little different line so they can use some of that aerodynamic, help them get around these corners a little bit better. As you can see, Nate diving down a little bit lower on that car to get some of that air across the front of his nose. As this battle continues, let's see where else on the track we have some racing going on. I'm going to take a look back here on Matt Obler 82, trying to work on Pim Luth, our own Pim Luth, the 033. Big shout out to Pim. He's the brains and operations behind all this stuff for Cavalcade Racing. He's helped me out a ton, and for all the other series you guys enjoy, he's a big part of that. So shout out to Pim in that Red Bull car. All right, back up at the front. Scotty now under duress, trying to defend on Nate, but Nate unsuccessful as Scotty protects that inside line. And looks like Joey's going to be coming up on some lap traffic. Also, we just spoke of Pim Luth and 82 of Matt battling it out right now, and they are on the lead lap, but they need a battle to stay on the lead lap. Let's see what's going to happen here. Keep an eye peeled here. Number 23, green car, is your leader of the race as he's trying to make his way through, but these other cars want to stay on the lead lap, and they're battling it out. Looks like Pim's giving him room as Oppeler going to stand getting behind line of the Steyrs. Oh, they're going to make contact. Oh my, he's battling to stay on that lead lap, showing no mercy, Pim Luth. And going to take that high line. Oh, he's going to get in the wall just a little bit. Pim's into the wall, bounces off, regains control. And here now he's battling with the P2 and P3, just trying to stay out of the way, it looks like, as Scotty makes it by, Maurer makes it by, no problem. Oh, but Pim, you got to put the pedal to the floor, baby. Make him work. You got this, buddy. All right, back up front. Didn't seem to slow Joey down any or damage his car, hopefully, as he has a little bit over a second lead over Maurer and White. There's your P2, P3 right now. 048 to Scotty Estep, 971 to Nate Maurer. Doing a great job. You see those cars get real close to that outer wall and diving back deep. And as we don't look now, but Justin White is P4, making his way into podium position, doing a great job catching up to this pack. And then here you have Neil in the 72 car. Drone camera work brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light, make it right. Thank you very much, Bud Light, for all the sponsorships and the free beer. All right, looking back in the field, Sam Milliken trying to make a pass on Jax Duvall. Dives it down low on Jax. Looks like he's not going to have a problem making that pass, but oh, here comes the 918 fighting back on the high line, but it isn't going to be enough to keep up. Back at the front, though, the battle is heating up between P2, 3, and 4. We're going to keep it locked right here. Single file they go. Looks like Maurer's got a little bit more speed than Scotty, but Scotty keeps coming up in front of Maurer. But Justin White making that inside line work. He's going to take his chance right now. Is he going to make it stick? He's going to have to let up the pedal there to not get into Scotty. But Maurer's right behind him, pushing him. And here comes Richards. Neil, I'm sorry, in that 77 car. And Pim still doing a great job staying in front for that yellow dog, you lucky dog, if it comes out. But green flag racing from the beginning of this race as we're over halfway through this race, a lap 60 out of 115 here at Chicagoland Speedway. Now Justin White taking over that P3 position over Neil. Nate Maurer drops back. I think he thinks he's probably wearing out his stuff trying to fight with these guys. Long race ahead, trying to save some of those tires. Back further, David Owens making a pass here on Jack Duval. Looks like coming into turn 3. Pass complete as we go back up front. Looks like Justin and Scotty battling out here for P2. Side by side they go. Neal just sitting in the back. Also Maurer back with aggression. Great chance for a guy like Pim Luth right now with all these top players in front of him that see their line and get a good read on what they're doing. No better place to be. As now Justin's using that high line, trying that out as 77 gets real close to that wall and exit. But what a battle we have for P2. This is unbelievable. But all this battling has let Joey Sires out to over a 3-second lead. He loves what he's seeing back here from these guys. This is our closest racing we have right this second. I'm going to keep you guys locked in as Scotty Estep is trying not to get overtaken by Neal, but looks like Neal might have his number. Maurer's backed off quite a bit from the pursuit. Looks like Buddy Sally now making a move on. This is some lap cars working on each other. Just taking a quick look back at our buddies back here in the back of the pack. But back up to the action. Scotty now holding off Estep. Estep holding off Maurer is what I meant. Sorry about that, Scotty. Looks like Scotty might have used up some of his tires there, battling out there early after that pit cycle, trying to keep up with some of these leaders, but he's doing a great job hanging on. But Joey, like I said, so out to over a 3 3/10 lead. Oh, we got a yellow out in the field. Robert Richards looks like he might have gotten in an accident. Robert Richards is the number, let's see, 924 car. Let's take a look here on the replay, see if we see what happened. Gets loose. It puts it nose first in the wall. Thank goodness the AMR safety crew got out to him. His window net's down. Comes to complete stop. Looks like he's no worse for wear, though. The safety trucks are not pulling out. Has some right front damage. Really beat the car up there coming out with those first, but could have been a lot worse there for Robert Richards. But thank goodness for the safer barrier, saving lives one wreck at a time. All right, as we go back to live racing, let's see what happens with our leaders here. Now, last time they came in the pit row, that was 42 for Joey Stires. So this would be about 25 laps on these tires. Let's see what happens. Keep an eye on the car lifting up and down. See which side he changes tires. Might be a slash of fuel, but I think they're going to be doing tires here as the whole field comes in. There's the right side tires as the tire carriers come around, swing around the driver's side of the car, get the jack under the left front. Jackman doing a great job. Splash of fuel, and Joey should be on his way out the right. But there's Justin White once again with pit strategy. Might have taken less tires last week at Darlington. He only threw on the right side tires and made it pay off. So he might be trying that same strategy here again at Chicagoland. All right, I'm gonna see if I can grab Buddy Sally into the booth and maybe take a listen to see what happened to him there on that pit stop. Hey, Buddy Sally, this is Kevin Kyle up in the booth for the Cavalcade Racing Network, man. Hey, we saw you having a great race, but saw you got stuck in pit lane there, man. Just want to see what happened to you.
Oh yeah, whenever I was coming down pit road, I forgot to change my brake bias, so I almost looped it around coming into pit. So whenever I came off the brakes, it caused me to get speeding.
Okay, so it was a penalty you had to serve that kept you in the pits then?
Yeah, it was a 40-second stop.
Oh man, killer.
40-second hold.
Okay,
So
well, at least you're able to serve it then and not having to go back around and serve it after, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was.
Well, hey buddy. Well, hey buddy, man, we were keeping an eye on you that whole race. How do you feel the track's racing, and what do you think, another stop to the end, or can you guys go green all the way?
I think if people save fuel, they might be able to make it to the end. It'll be really close. You can get about 40 laps or so on a run. So I'm hoping to get the wave around here and then come up to the back and then hopefully get another quick caution to put me back on the lead lap.
Awesome, buddy. Well, hey, man, good luck. We hope to see you catch back up to the leaders, man, and give them a run for their money.
All right, thank you.
All right, everybody. That was Buddy Sally in the number 21 car. You heard it here first. Had a little bit of a speeding penalty there. Was able to serve it. That's what set him back in the back of the lap there. But hey, he's doing a great job out there for us, and thank you for his time and doing that interview for us as we go back to see what's happening out here on the track. So Buddy Sally is getting that wave around. He's going to be on the lead lap. Going to be P19. Joey Steyer's still the leader of this race. Going to be waving around these cars in front of him. You know what? On that last pit stop, Justin might have just had a better pit stop. Looks like he ran a 14:20 pit stop, and Joey had a 16:10. I think he just nailed this pit stop a little bit better, but the pace car lights are off, so we're going to be going back green flag racing right now. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about it. It's been a long day, long work day, but I'm glad you guys could join me here tonight on a Wednesday night, right before Christmas. Hope you guys got all your holiday shopping done. All right, pace car is off. Here we go, watching that green car to take off at the Geico restart line. Joey's off and away. First restart today. That's our first yellow flag, so interesting to see how everything shakes out right now. I want to see Nate Maurer back in the field. Where did Maurer end up? All the way back to P13. Maurer did take a longer pit stop there, about 48 seconds, getting some work done. Looks like there's Jared Kelly in the number 55. They call him the showboat. Might be because of his paint job and that beautiful battleship paint job on that number 55 car, or maybe the way he races, some say, but good to see him. All right, back up at the front for the battle for the lead. That's Joey Steyer's on the outside lane, Justin White in the inside lane. What a battle we have here as these two juggernauts are going head to head. That's Neil, though, in the catbird seat. Just keep an eye on these two. We're back in the field. There's Mitch Diamond Andy Moss Jr. going at it. Field is packed up real tight, though. They want to be careful. Looks like Scotty Estep's checking up, getting out of the way. Going to go 3 wide, coming into turn 3, it looks like. Could spell trouble, or are they going to get it situated? Looks like they get it situated, but Cyrus is going to jump out in the front of the lead again. Driver's doing a great job. Lots of traffic all around. Looks like might crank it up as terrible. There it goes. The front of the field is not letting Joey Cyrus get away. They're doing a great job keeping him in check, not letting him slip away this time. But as you look back, the field is just tightened up even tighter. Let's see where Buddy Sally is at now after that restart. He's still running P19, might have a little, just taking it easy. Maybe he's doing fuel mileage like he said earlier, because he is slowed down back of the pack. Keep an eye on that 21 to make it to the end of the race on the fuel he has, as the front of the race is just tooth and nail. These guys are fighting it. They want every bit of this win, because if you've been in the back, you win and you're in on this. It's like the playoffs for NASCAR. You win, you're in the back of the field, you have a chance to make the playoffs. So a lot of these drivers are doing everything they can to get in when they can. Just so tight racing the front of the field. This is amazing to watch, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we are here tonight on Wednesday night, and this is the kind of show we put on for you folks. As David Buell gets in the wall, that Toyota Supra right there in the Geico restart line, be able to save it and not collect anybody, but that's going to send a shockwave through the field and make some guys check up. As we look back further, all around Nate Maurer. Nate Maurer doesn't want no piece of this. As David Owens gets loose, going to send to David Owens in the wall. Alex McWhorter gets collected. Anthony Moss Jr. is able to escape, but Buell 52 into the grass. We were able to catch that live here. Great job by the Cavalcade Broadcast Network, able to catch that as it happened. But that's going to be our second caution of the race. Going to have another restart. Now let's keep an eye on pit strategy, see how it shakes out. But let's take a look, see if we can pick up what happened here. Keep an eye on that number 52 car. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Great job locking up the brakes, not trying to collect anybody else. Let me see if we can get a better look at what happened. It looks like he checks up for Owens, maybe like gets a little nervous coming into that turn. As you can see, he gets up in the wall as Owens drives up the track. There it is, the wiggle by Owens getting loose. Might have tapped him just enough to get into Anthony. into Alex McWhorter. Where did Alex end up? Alex saves the car. Looks like everyone's not too that worse for wear, but as we go back live to everyone's coming to pit lane here. Joey's off. That might have been tires. That was a 14-second stop. Everyone else is 15 seconds behind him. Coming out of pit lane. Sorry for missing those pit stops, but basically the whole field went in there. All right, so definitely I think the field, you can make it to the end of the race on fuel for sure. Probably guys put on a pair of tires. I'm trying to check the times on the pit stops. If anyone might have done some sneaky stuff. Looks like Ty Killa did fuel only, maybe. Looks like he was only in there for a splash, maybe. Taking a look at some of these beautiful paint jobs on these cars that these guys put a lot of time and effort into. As we're here under caution, lap 82 out of 115 here at Chicagoland Speedway. It's our very own Chris Morrow right now in that number 5 car. Ooh, looks like he has a little bit of right front fender damage. Take a look back at the leaders here behind our cars here. Joey looks like he's pretty clean. Justin White's going to be in P2. Great battle they're having right now off the restarts. Scotty Estep doing a great job. P3 once again as they come out of the pit lane. And there's Neil 77 and Nate Maurer behind each other. And there's old Mitch Diamond. Don't look now, but he's back up in P5. P6 territory. Got that number 65 Ford Performance Mustang back in the front. All right, pace car lights are off. They're going to be going green back around. Hey, let's go on board with Nate Maurer on this restart and take a look at what he's seeing. And away they go here at Darlington Speedway. Green flag racing once again as we lap 84 at 115 here. Exciting finish here for a battle. Nate Maurer's clear down low as he's going to make a move on Neil on the inside. Looks like he's going to take over P3. Looks like he's got the momentum on White. This is his time to move. Fresh tires, going to make it happen. Single file, everybody hugging that white line right now. As the tires wear through this last stint, they are going to be moving up to that higher line. That's Sam Milliken working on the inside of the number 6 of Jeff Carter. And that battle is for P10. Looks like Sam's got a different line right now, making it happen as Jeff Carter's going to get held up behind Eric Thornton at number 1. Sam runs up the track, going to get the 6 loose. Can the 6 hang on to it? He does. Great job there by Jeff, but Ty Killa trying to make his way by him also. Almost gets involved there in that incident. There's a live looking on Anthony Moss Jr., Jared Kelly battling out. Let's take a look back up with our leaders. The battle between Scotty Estep and Nate Maurer continues as they battle for P3. Now we're going to shut the door on Scotty. With only 25 laps to go at the line, this is boiling down to the very last laps here. Justin White all over the back bumper of Stiers as he gets a little loose, pushing him. Coming down the backstretch here. But can anyone catch Joey? Can anyone get a bumper to the back of Joey Stiers to slow him down? Because right now it's been all Joey Stiers all day. That's the number 5 of Chris Morrow running P14 right now, trying to chase down Jared Kelly. And there's Sally. Back after that pit stop, probably got enough fuel to make it to the end, so that pit strategy's not going to work out. He's going to have to do it the hard way. As we take another look at Scotty Estep. Take a look at this battle for the first. Oh, we got a third caution out in the field. Looks like Sam Milliken might have had an incident on the track. Let's take a quick look, see what happened. Go back to Sam here. Sam's on the infield after a hit. Let's see if the safety window net's down. Doesn't look like as a pace car goes by. Oh, he's gonna get the tow trucks out as the AMR safety troop takes a look at him. Let's go take a replay and see what happened. Sam just noses into the wall trying to make a high entry. Let's rewind it and see if we can find out what might have happened beforehand. I don't think he was trying to pull a Ross Chastain there, but let's see. Just car doesn't want to go left. Might have had too much speed going in there and just rides the wall. Might have broken that right front, but let's take a look, go back live racing. All right, pace car lights are on. Third caution of the race here. 24 to go. Looks like we do have some takers for pit road. We're gonna have Mitch Diamond coming in pit lane, followed by Alex McWhorter in the number 15. They are gonna lose track position here, but it might pay off. We're gonna have to see. Remember, the leaders came in lap 80. So not too much of a huge difference. There's Sally. Was running P14, I believe, before the caution came out. But here comes Mitch Diamond beating everyone out of pit lane. Let's see if Sally can get out. Oh no, I hope it's not another penalty. He's in there again. He's in there again. I don't know if he's getting any damage worked on, but he might be in there again for a speeding penalty. That'd be terrible. We'll have to find out later. Nope, there's Sally going. We'll have to check in, see what happens there, but gonna be coming out P17 about. But back to our leaders. This is gonna be a showdown with 23 to go here at Chicagoland. White has been on the back end of Steyer's all night long at the end of this race, and same as Maurer. This is gonna be one for the ages here to finish this finale. I know White is looking for a win. I'm gonna come over here and check our score here while you guys take a look at the pace car here. All right, so Justin White, he's in P6 before the day started. So he's looking like he's going to be okay. Doesn't need to win. Neither does Maurer, Steyers, or Owens. They've all won their way in and are in the top 5 for points, so no problem. But guys, you want to keep an eye on Sam Milliken. Had that accident. He was P11 before the incident happened, and he might be still in pit lane there, and he is. That's got to be devastating if that takes him out of contention. So guys behind him would be Eric Thornton, Thomas Fox, Scotty Estep, Gary Wright, Pim Luth. That's your guys behind the bubble man, Sam Milliken and Tommy Fox. So keep an eye on those names I just said as this thing plays out. All right, hopefully we get those lights coming off on this Ford Mustang. Yes, they are. We are going to be going green with 20 to go at the line. All right, the first car probably with fresh tires. It's going to be Mitch Diamond in that 65. Came in on lap 92, which is the lap before. All the cars in front of them are going to have 12 lap older tires. So let's keep an eye on Mitch Diamond as this thing progresses. Joey and the top 9 have all pitted lap 80. So if this thing goes green the rest of 21 laps, keep an eye on Mitch Diamond at 65. He has the skill to get it done. And if this thing goes green the whole way, he might be able to do it. But we'll have to keep an eye on how this thing goes down. All right, the flagman's got the green flag out, ready for the Geico restart line as we get ready to go. 20 to go here at Chicagoland Speedway for the final race of the regular season. And away they go, boys. Here we go. Last 20. Let's see what happens. Looks like Steyers has about a 2-car length lead over White. Let's see how long that's going to last. Like I said, another guy to keep our eyes on now is 65 of Mitch Diamond. Running that P8 right now, fresh Ford tires, I believe. As this thing comes down to the finish, 19 to go here as he goes deep down on the inside of Eric Thornton, making a move, but Scotty Estep's going to be in the way. Coming up, staying down low, going to make that apron work here, coming across the start-finish line. David Owens now back up from the very back, up 23 spots in today's race. That's the number 11 car on your left-hand side of the screen. Great job there by Owens, up 23 as he almost doors Maurer into 971. Coming onto the backstretch there. See the different lines everybody's taking right now. Diamond coming down on the apron, using all the racetrack. Owens likes to say hi. And this is on board at number 97 and 8 Mauer right now as we're 16 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Coming down to the finish wire here. Doug Neal's P3. This group of the top 3 are right on each other. You can throw a blanket over him here. It goes 16 to go after the top 3. White is like a dog with a bone in his mouth, not letting go of Stiers. He wants a win here. Has gone all season without one. I know he wants it bad here as he's on, almost getting into it. On board with the number 28 of Justin White. Oh, you can hear him shutting off the car, saving fuel. So fuel might be an issue for Justin White as he's shutting off. You can hear it. Let's take a listen as he goes in the turn. Yeah, that is amazing, folks, as I need to learn that trick. That is cool. So he's pressing the clutch in, shutting off the motor to save every bit of fuel he can. So he must be running on fumes and that's why he got out in great track position earlier in the race. Very interesting. That's awesome. We'll have to keep an eye on that and how that pans out here as we're 14 to go here at Chicagoland. Let's see how it pays off when he's in near traffic, though. Shutting that car off. It's got to take some concentration off. But impressive nonetheless. I am impressed. Oh, don't look now, but Chris Morrill there, P8, making his way up. On board, Matt Oppenler. Remember, he was a lap down, I believe, early in the race, so he's doing an amazing job getting his lap back and now fighting in the top 5. This is awesome right now. We got a battle of the ages. Stiers starting to pull a little bit more weight, about four car lengths, but remember, I think Diamond's gotten him on tires, and as you can tell, Mitch has made it all the way up to P2 now from that 4-tire pit stop. He's got 11 laps to catch Stiers. I think he can do it if this thing goes green. Unless Stiers, if something happens, I'll have to keep an eye on it. But if this thing goes green, I think Mitch might have his number. Unless Stiers has something up his sleeve for him. But remember, these two got into it last week at Darlington a little bit. I know Joey wasn't happy about what happened to him. More of a racing incident. Things happen on the track, but I know he has a little bit of displeasure towards what happened. But we'll have to see if Mitch can catch up and what happens. Mitch Diamond right now is P7 in the standings to get into the playoffs, top 12. So his ticket is sealed right now. He's got his way into the playoffs, but it would be nice to cap this season off with a win. Joey taking every advantage he can, using all the track. With 8 to go, Mitch Diamond on the outside with that momentum should not have a problem making this pass, but let's see if bygones are bygones. As Mitch makes the pass on the high line, Joey can't do nothing about it right now at this moment as they come into turn 3 and 4. Mitch Diamond takes the lead here at Chicagoland with 8 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader of the race finally. If this thing goes green, I think Mitch Diamond might be off to his first win of the season. Another car to keep your eyes on is Matt Oppingler. He also pitted with Mitch Diamond, but does he have enough time to catch up to Mitch or any more spots? As we look in on Matt, trying to work his way around the 28 of Justin White. Diamond almost out to a second lead now, so you have to imagine if Oppingler can play his cards right, he can come away with a P2 podium finish, but he needs to make his way around the 28 of Justin White at this moment. But we got battles happening all up and down the field right now. Back for P10, Doug Neal losing a couple spots now to Alex McCorder. Alex did come in and pit, so he should be on the fresher tires. Keep an eye on that 15, should make short work of the 77. So your top three, 2 of the cars, P2, 3 are on old tires, 80 lap tires. That's Stires and Justin White. Maurer has fallen off a little bit. He's fallen his way back to P13. Unusual to see him running that far back, but it's got to know he's human after he's only won 5 races this season. But 5 to go here. Mitch Diamond out to over a second lead. He's going to bring this thing home if it stays green. He does not want to see a yellow flag right now. That is the last thing he wants to see on these fresh tires. And here comes Matt, still working on that Justin White car. Cannot get by him right now, but he should be able to with the new tires. Keep an eye on David Owens. David Owens, that number 11 car, running P5 right now, is on the older set of tires. Right behind him, Chris Morrow, that number 5, has the fresher tires. So keep an eye on that battle as we continue on with 4 to go here at Chicagoland. Jared Kelly making his presence known also on those fresher tires. Where can he end up with 3 to go? Trying to get every spot he can to show these guys what he's made out of in this league. As we go 3 to go, there's a look at your leader, Mitch Diamond. Looking good at that 65 Ford Mustang. Played his card right with 2 to go here at the line. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? This will be his first win of the season. His blood's got to be pumping right now, hoping that yellow flag doesn't come out. And on the backstretch, here comes Diamond coming around 3 and 4 for the white flag. Diamond coming across the Geico restart line to the flag stand for the last time. At the final lap, white flag waves here at Chicagoland. Mitch Diamond has the win in his sights over almost a 2-second lead. Nobody around, and let's take a look further back in the field who's battling. We got battles all over. Jeff Carter just packed a 3 for Nate Maurer, all battling it out right now for P14. Joey Stires, Justin White. Justin White was able to hold off Matt. That is an amazing job. But there's Mitch Diamond crossing your start-finish line for the first time this season. Mitch Diamond, the 65, is your winner here at Chicagoland Speedway. Congratulations to Mitch and his team and that Ford Mustang. Great job. Joey Stires is going to be P2. Great job there by Joey. Disappointed probably in the planning because I know Joey and he's always working hard for every lap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like that's the end of the race. Great job by everybody. Let's take a look at our results here. I can get them up. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got some after race incidents coming on right now. Let's take a look at pit lane. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Looks like Maurer might have got involved with Justin White as tempers are flaring on pit lane. Oh, this is only gonna oh, we got carnage everywhere. A lot of unhappy drivers. Hopefully this all settles it out in the playoffs. But joining me right now, Looks like we got Joey Stires here in first. Joey, great race, man. Looks like the decision not to take tires at the end there didn't pay off, as Mitch Diamond was able to get your number there at the end. But how was your race, Joey?
I thought we had a pretty good race, to be all things considered. For me, usually struggling at this track, this is actually my hometown track, so this track means more to me than anyone on the circuit. And I mean, we were just on the wrong side of the pit strategy today. I mean, we're flat fast on the long run, and it was fun really racing with Justin there. And I thought me and him were just going to duke it out to the end, but yeah, we should have stopped and taken tires there. I kind of thought there was going to be a late yellow, and we'd have pitted again there and took the last set, but Mitch did a great job on the strategy.
Now, Joey, I was on board with Justin's white car, and he was trying to save fuel. It sounded like he was shutting the car off in the corners. Were you having any issues like that, or was that just one of Justin's strategies to try to gain some track position?
I'm not real quite sure why he was shutting his car off on that last time we pitted. It was probably with about 38 to go, and if we had a full set of fuel, we should have been able to make it pretty easily. So I'm not quite sure why he was shutting the car off, if that's what he was doing, but yeah, I had plenty of fuel to the end there.
Oh, right on, Joey. Well, hey, thanks for your insight here, and just trying to get some more things dialed in here. Oh, here we go. All right, now was the number 23, Joey Stires. Thank you, Joey. Let's see what else we got here in the booth. Let's see. Mitch, I'm going to save you for last, as you're the race winner. Let's see. Let's go to David. Mr. Owens, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Hey, David, I have a question for you.
All right.
I want to know what was up with the race times today. Did something happen? Was there a collusion for the race times today?
There it is.
Tiny collusion. I ended up having to go to New Orleans today to pick my kids up flying in, and I may have added 10 minutes to practice and 5 minutes to qualifying to see if I can make it home in time. And I was able to actually grid with 18 seconds left. So
all right, well, you hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. David Owens cares about his kids, and that's great to hear. David, I'm proud of that, and it's okay that you did that. You know, you run the league. I had no problems here on my end. I'm glad you made it. It's impressive you made it barely, because I saw your car grid up right at the very end. So congratulations, David, and great job today on the race. You're up 22 spots from the beginning of the race. So just imagine if you could have qualified.
Oh man, yeah. If I could have qualified, there's no telling. I've no practice, no qualifying, and I've never run these cars at this track. So that first run was all blind, trying to figure it out. So appreciate we had Justin White and Joey Stires and everybody, Nate Maurer, Doug Neal in there helping everything, David Buell. So their input really helped.
Right on. Well, hey, Jared Kelly, I'd like to go to you. I want to get your take on the series, how everyone was racing out there, and how did your race go today?
Man, this race was super competitive from wherever you were out on track. I was trying to save my tires there at the beginning, and it just seemed like I was surrounded by cars and had to keep my head on a swivel. But yeah, this is a really fun race. Really fun, kind of near that top lane, wherever the top really is. I was able to get some passes up there if on newer tires when I needed to. I slid up into the fence later in the run. Had a really fast car. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that tire strategy, new tires going through the field, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, this is a really competitive league, and I'm just glad I finished in the top 10.
Yeah, impressive job, Jared. And how many positions would you say you caught up there on that last pit stint?
Well, I started 14th, fell back to 17th, and then if I was where I started 7 positions, but if it was
you're up 7.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, great job, Jared. As always, good to see you out there racing. I'm still trying to determine if you're better behind a mic or a wheel. And when you're at a racetrack, you are around a bunch of cars, Jared, just for your information. Okay, Headed over to Chris Smorrell in the number 5 car. Chris, good to see you back from vacation, giving these drivers a break. How did your race go today?
Well, I don't know, man. I love how this field is shaping out here. This grid is super competitive and getting better every week. And this is one of my favorite combos on the entire iRacing service, Chicagoland, Xfinity cars. And man, I wish I would have gotten more practice in this week, but the lucky to end it up where I did, and I think that speaks volumes to David Owens and the other admins, and just the atmosphere that they're cultivating here in QRL. So this was a lot of fun. Man, this car is wicked loose off a 2 and 4, and the fact that we had so few cautions throughout the race just speaks volumes to where this league is come to, and where it can go.
Right on, Crystal. Very well said, as always. Appreciate your insight there. As we jump over to, hey, Matt, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's Opplinger.
Opplinger. Okay, I'm going to practice that. But Matt, were you a lap down today at any chance?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, Matt, I was going to say great job. I think we called that out here on the broadcast. Yeah, I just wanted to say great job there by coming back a lap down, and you finished P4, man. Great job. How did your race go today?
It definitely wasn't the start I wanted. Got hit from behind on the initial restart, spun it coming into the pits on the first pit stop, but then went a lap down. But fortunately, the cautions fell my way, and I was able to work my way back up, get my lap back.
All right. And hey, Matt, are you in the playoffs? Did you make it?
No, I don't think I made it. I missed the first, I think, 5 races. Joined the league a little bit late. But...
Well, hey, we're glad to have you, Matt. It was impressive watching you work your way back up the field today. So great job, man.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing the broadcast. This league's a lot of fun. David Owens, I enjoy racing in this league.
I appreciate
right on.
you.
We'll expect your fee later on, the $500 a person. Once again, everyone, that's $500 a person. So yes, we'll be expecting those fees before Christmas if that is available. Justin White, hey man, we're all checking you out. You're on the back bumper of Joey Sires there all night long, but wasn't able to make it happen. Can you tell us a little bit of your pit strategy? And I believe I heard you shutting the car off there.
Yeah, I didn't want that last caution. I wanted it to stay green because I had enough fuel based off how, and I was keeping the speed with Joey too, and I still had enough fuel. So I definitely did not want that last caution. I was hoping this thing would carry out and go green to the end, but it just didn't happen, which is, it is what it is. It's part of the racing deal. So staying up front was fun tonight, where you got respectful drivers racing each other. We raced door to door without any incidents or issues. So, good run for us.
Right on, Justin. Well, thank you for coming in for the interview. We appreciate it as always. And going to our big winner tonight, the number 65 of the Ford Mustang, Ford Performance, Mitch Diamond. Hey, man, you did it. First win of the season. Congratulations on the big win. How'd it go tonight?
No, it was a fun race. That long green flag run at the start was a lot of fun. A lot of hard racing throughout that entire run, and I think Joey dominated the event, and me and Matt Opplinger and a couple other guys made the right call there and was able to drive it through the field at the end.
Yeah, right on, Mitch. That's true, man. That big pit stop there at the end really paid off with that long green flag run. Were you nervous at any time racing around Joey? I mean, we knew the incident from Darlington, kind of a racing incident, some would say, but did you have any butterflies in your stomach or cheeks were puckering at all as Joey got around you or trying to pass Joey?
No, not really. I just, just kind of tried to I just made sure when I was going to make a move, it was a smart move instead of a dumb move, not try to recreate the situation we already had. So not really, just being more patient, being more smart about it.
Right on, Mitch. Well, hey man, congratulations on the first win this season. You earned it, man. We've been watching you all season long, and your patience finally paid off. So great job by you tonight. And yeah, I think that's all our interviews for tonight. And I guess I'll go back up the line. Mitch, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to or say bye to tonight?
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Shelton. He's the one who brought me over here, told me to come try it. And shout out to David for letting me enter. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. And thank you too for the broadcast. It's been awesome.
Oh, no problem, Mitch. And we know who to blame now. That's Brandon Shelton. If send your complaints to him. Okay, let's go, Matt Opplinger. I'm going to work on it, Matt. I'm sorry. Send me a voice recording of how you want me to pronounce it, and I will work on it. But Matt, any shout outs for you tonight?
Just want to say thanks to David Owens for putting this league on, allowed me to race. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for the broadcast. I enjoy watching them for the race. And Brandon Shelton also mentioned this league to me too. So,
all right,
thanks
that's
to
two
him,
guys. Keep on your list there, Brandon Shelton. Look out. All right, Joey Stires, number 23 car there. Would you anything to say there at the end?
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys on my Discord tonight for all the help and communication. I really appreciate it. And David Owens for running the show, running the league, the collusion and everything else entitled with that. Appreciate it, brother. And everyone over at Cav Kevin, you especially for broadcasting these races for us. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, the K in Cav stands for Kevin. So, got to hold the fort down over here. I appreciate that, Joey.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, Jared Kelly, you're next on my list, and I'm checking it twice here at Christmas time. Anything left to say?
Yeah, I guess thanks to you for broadcasting this race. All the guys in the Cav voice channel, Jake, Chris, and I guess I have to thank Pim because he was there, but he didn't really contribute much to the team. But yeah,
well, he didn't wreck you tonight, so that's a plus.
No, he didn't. But yeah, just everyone for watching this race, and when Pim watches this later, I just want him to know that I had the fastest lap of the race.
All right, I'm sure that will strike Pim's ears with a certain sense of urgency. And David Owens, last but not least, anything else to say here before we go into the first playoff race of the season? And if you could let us know what that race is, it would be helpful.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So I just want to shout out to everybody that shows up. Shout out to you guys in Cav for broadcasting, Chris Morrill, Pim, and you for putting this thing on for us. So we greatly appreciate it. And our first race for the playoffs next week is going to be Bristol. So we're going to go short track racing, boys. So we're going to, you think tempers flared for the last over the last 10 weeks? You're going to see some stuff next week. I feel like it. So y'all sit back, strap in, and enjoy. And I do have the chase results here for the 12 drivers. I will do that.
Right on. You have those results on hand, David?
I have them on hand.
Would you mind reading out maybe the top 12 that made it before we sign off?
Yes, sir. So your top 12 and everybody resets to 0. So it's a fresh slate for the first round. We have Justin White, Joey Stires, Ty Keela, Terry Murphy, Nathan Maurer, Anthony Moss, Sam Milligan, Alex McPorter, Dave Kirkpatrick, Thomas Fox, Mitch Diamond, and myself.
Right on. Well, congratulations to the top. Yeah, congratulations to the top 12 to make it. We're going to be looking forward to the Bristol race there. And David Owens, is it 3 races for each phase, or is it 2, or how does it work for this first playoff round?
So the playoff rounds here, we had to get creative so we can kind of kick off our next season with our sister league, Bonfire Racing League. So it's 3 races the first round. Then the next round is actually going to be 2 races. So it's going to be a little bit shorter. So it's a 3-2-1 setup. And after that, we'll have our championship race.
That's the same way I like to cook my baby back ribs on my smoker, that 3-2-1 method. Thank you once again, Oklahoma Joe Smokers. Big shout out to Oklahoma Joe Smokers and David Owens for this league. And once again, this is Kevin Kyle. Want to say thank you to everyone helping me with this broadcast, all the boys and girls back in the broadcast booth. Big shout out to them in the truck and for traveling around this great country. And everybody have a great Christmas, Merry Christmas, and happy holidays there. And we'll see you next time here on the broadcast for the QRL Racing Series brought to you by Cavalcade Racing. Thank you guys very much.